There is blood on his hands, the blood of the Prophet's own uncle. He is running through the desert, the murder weapon still in his grip. He just committed what he thinks is an unforgivable sin. But this is not the end. This is where his story begins. This is Wahshi ibn Harb, an African slave, an assassin, and eventually one of the Prophet's own companions. This is the most unlikely redemption story in human history. Year 625 AD, the Battle of Uhud, the Prophet Muhammad and his followers are outnumbered. On the other side is Wahshi, not a soldier, a slave. His owner makes an offer. Kill Muhammad's uncle, Hamza, the strongest warrior in Islam, and you are free. Wahshi takes the shot. The spear flies. It hits Hamza. The Prophet's beloved uncle falls. Wahshi then does the unthinkable. He mutilates the body. When the Prophet finds his uncle's body, he does not scream. He does not curse. He says, "I will never be tested like this again." Then he turns. He sees Wahshi watching from a distance. Their eyes meet. The murderer and the victim's nephew. Wahshi later said, "I saw in his eyes not hatred, but a sadness that shattered my soul." Wahshi runs. For 7 years he runs, but he cannot escape the nightmares or the guilt. He hears rumors about the Prophet in Medina. Stories of forgiveness. The woman who threw garbage on the Prophet every day, forgiven. The man who tried to kill him, forgiven. Wahshi starts to wonder, could he forgive me? Year 630 AD. The Prophet has conquered Mecca. He has pardoned everyone. Wahshi is now the last unforgiven man. He stands outside Medina shaking. He walks through the streets. People recognize him. That is the murderer, they whisper. He reaches the mosque. The Prophet is teaching. Their eyes meet again 7 years later. Wahshi says, "O Messenger of Allah, I am Wahshi, the one who killed Hamza." The entire mosque holds its breath. The Prophet looks at him. Wahshi expects the sword. He expects punishment. But the Prophet says, "Come closer, Wahshi." Wahshi steps forward. He is now face to face with the man whose family he destroyed. The Prophet asks, "Tell me, why did you do it?" Wahshi answers, "I was a slave. They promised me freedom. I was poor. I was hungry. I was weak." For the first time, Wahshi confesses the why. The Prophet listens. Then he asks, "And now? What do you want now?" Wahshi replies, "I want to be clean. I want what they have," pointing to other Muslims praying. The Prophet says, "Then testify, there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger." Wahshi says the words, and as he does, he begins to cry. The Prophet holds him. Then he says, "Do you know what Allah just did?" He erased it. In his book, it never happened. You are born today, Wahshi. You are new. What happens next? Wahshi becomes one of the most devoted companions. He fights for Islam. He lives simply. He dies poor but free, truly free. His last words are, "Tell them my story. Tell them what he did for me." We tell this story 1400 years later because its message matters today. In a world that cancels people, Islam teaches forgiveness. In a society that says once a criminal, always a criminal, Islam says once a sinner, now a saint. No one is beyond redemption. No sin is bigger than mercy. This is the legacy of the pioneers.